Morgan Rogers to Arsenal. And this is a move that makes a lot of sense, genuinely. He could even go for 100 mil. And look, that sounds absolutely outrageous. But the money from winning the Prem, the money for competing in Europe, I think you go out, you double down, you spend it, you build a young squad with a phenomenal player in Morgan Rogers, by the way. Tons of depth, allows us to compete in all competitions on many fronts, many levels. Rogers can play off the left. He's a powerful, creative player. I think 55 games, so he's obviously fit. He's young, England international, bonds well with the lads. And 14 goals in all competitions, I think. So 10 in the Prem, 4 in the Europa League. He's off winning a trophy. We're off winning a trophy. This is the time to dominate. And again, he links up well. You can play two tens. You can play Eze. You can play Odegaard. You can play Rogers. Have Rice as the pivot. That's if Miles Lewis Skelly or Zubmendi's not playing. If you're rotating, you have Rogers off the left. You can even do a City in the Centurions where you have no wingers and just only midfielders. Like Saka can come in, Rogers comes in, and then you have, you could even have Eze off the left, Rogers as a false nine. This sounds crazy, but like these are the options. You have Odegaard, Rice, and Lewis Skelly. There's so many different options here, and I just think that this is a player who can provide a lot. We've seen him provide a lot for Aston Villa against very, very good sides. He's dominated games. And I think we're going to see something special at the World Cup. Look, 100 mil sounds crazy. But look, this is a young guy who's very fit, very impactful. And we need to double down and go for it. Go for, domination of the league. Continue to play well. Continue to build a long-term squad. And I think the versatility for me is what sells it. Morgan Rogers is a guy who can play down the center, but also we've been struggling on the left side. And look, a lot of people want to sign an out-and-out winger. That's fine. But Rogers is a guy who provides something different. He can play off the left. He can go down the line, but he can also cut in, allow for the overlaps from Calafiori, from Nkapi, whatever you want. Play as a more inverted winger, as he is like a left-sided 10, if you will. I just think he can provide a lot, honestly. I just think for a young guy, you pay that money. And I'm not saying he's Declan Rice level, but Rice was 100 million, and that is the best 100 million I've ever seen spent. So, if we can do another one of those, that would be phenomenal. I just think, the minutes he's played, the tournament that he just won with Villa, first tournament in 30 years, I think, first trophy. He'll be good at the World Cup. He gets along well with the lads. He's a young, athletic guy. Why not? Genuinely, why not? I think his level is very high. And yeah, there's a lot of potential. Even off the ball, he works hard. He's physical, and he provides a different dynamic to the team. His dribbling and his going down the line is something we can utilize. So let me know what you think. Genuinely, I'm interested. Would we switch formations? Would we play in a different style because of him? Would he fit the team? Would we have too many tens? That's another thing. We have Eze, we have Odegaard, but I think Odegaard's injury prone. I love him, but I think he might not play. He's not going to play all games. Eze, I think, is phenomenal as well, but why not have that rotation? Why not have that healthy squad depth? And we have multiple tournaments, multiple cups. But is the 100 mil worth it? Let me know. Cheers.